pones el gallo, qué bueno que estás aquí. Cuando muriera te iba a visitar. Me ahorraste una ida a los pendejos, porque a Chile ni me vas a aguantar. Bueno, te voy a calar, yo soy de toda la noche pistear. A veces me caigo, a veces me duermo, pero aquí el pedo es volar. A veces me agarro vergazos, se ando turnando con toda la flota. Ahorita me voy a dar un topón, a ver si es cierto que la tora. A Chile ya miro una bola de putos y todos me caen bien gordos. Le voy a cantar el tiro a uno, a ver si no se meten todos. ¿Qué onda, carnal? Te que es bien verga, Chile vengo con mi compa. Y quiero un tiro limpio contigo y espero que no se meta tu flota. Bueno, si quieres 2 contra 2, perro, vamos a darle. A Chile la llevo de gane, hay que partirle su madre. Me empiezan a llover patadas por todos los lados seguido. Vuelto pa' ver a mi compa el diablo, creo que había salido Guido. Le dije que uno con uno, compa, no ande de puto. Sabía que el pinche diablo me iba a dejar morir solo porque es bien culo. Después de la vergüenza
Ya no recuerdo nada, último que escuché fue voy con tu otro camarada.
El diablo anda suelto, va pisando el mismo pavimento, recorriendo el barrio por completo, igual y me la fleto, si es que me lo topo, como quiera los dos estamos igual de locos. El diablo anda suelto, va pisando el mismo pavimento, recorriendo el barrio por completo, igual y me la fleto, si es que me lo topo, como quiera los dos estamos igual de locos. Me regreso a casa en una noche alocada, con la mirada perdida, miro una sombra de la nada. Me dice tú traes ganas de seguir en la parranda, te daré un gran consejo para que saques malas.
I gotta go get gloves. Este pinche cebollero.
En eso ahí yo llego y me prendo un gran leño. En lo que me alucino, siento que estoy en un sueño. Mi mente se vacía en lo que llego a la esquina.
Dime la tienda para comprar unas pastillas.
Le digo al tendero, me concentra,
Oh, 2 people. What's up, y'all? That's 2 more people than I thought was gonna join. Hi. I'm Tumultuous, even though it's not my name. So, yeah. There's a chat, isn't there? I can do that somehow. Honestly. Cool. Where's the chat, though? Someone write something. Quiero comoradas. Oh shit, that's what's up. I see that. See that message. Chilling. Just getting gloves. Forget to get gloves. Now, if I could remember where I put my gloves, that would be just like priceless. Ahí está. Hi. I'll be right back in the woods. Just a second. Let me throw these gloves on real fast. And then we out. Gonna make a little thingy in the woods. Little sacrificial ritual site. Just kidding. Just stay calm. Why does that hurt so much? Oh, because there's tape in there. Okay. All right, I actually don't even need both gloves. I just need this one glove. Because I don't know where the other one is, and I don't care. El Diablo. Okay, these are going down today. They are useless at this point. They were good for like 2 years. There's magnetic curtains. There's like $3 ones, $9 ones, $15 and $45 ones. All the same shit. About a year. You get about once a year you buy them. So I just made a post on Anchor, but I haven't published it yet. And it's about the Akashic Record, the internet, and what's been going down, I think. personally. There's always modifications to my non-ending hypothesis because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll be the first to admit that I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And I don't think anyone does either. Like, I mean, if you have a calling and you're, you know, grateful enough and humbled enough to understand what that is and oblige, then shit, I envy you, you know? Not in a bad sense, just like, damn, jelly. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. My brain is telling me to go out to the woods and build shit. The fuck? Make a bow and arrow out of nothing. I mean, you know, out of a stick. I could buy one. It's like $40. And if I want a good one, it's $100. That's a bar tab. This isn't educational, is it? I'm not very smart. No, it's educational. Sure. What's 69 times 69? 4,761. There's your education. Now you can say you learned something. So shut up and watch, or just, you know, don't watch, whatever. My favorite's 68. You do me, and I owe you one. Hey. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm always like improving my theory. Or it's not really a theory, it's a hypothesis, because a theory is like a hypothesis on steroids or some shit like that, right? So like, I wish I put this phone where I could sit. El diablo anda suelto. Pisando el mismo papi. Hey, I have a question. I mean, I kind of know the answer, but still, humor me. Why do iPhones make their iPhones with same material as bobsleds make their bobsleds with? And if bobsleds don't make their bobsleds with the same material as the iPhone, they fucking should. Because it's pretty ridiculous how slippery it is. Listen to some ethereal shit while I do this. Color paper. Oh, it's not gonna be able to play my shit because it's offline. They even have, yeah, I do have it. Yo, why can't I connect to my iPhone with my other iPhone? It says unavailable. Bullshit, bro. That's not going anywhere. Never mind. YOLO. Moving forward. This song kind of gets repetitive, huh? Ow, fuck. That's some Satanist shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally have no idea. There's this one kid creator on TikTok, and he creates about ADHD, and he's like, I just follow the dopamine or whatever, blah blah blah. That's kind of like what I do. I don't know what possessed me. Shit. I don't know what possessed me to like have this necessity to go into the woods. It's not really woods. It's like a patch of woods, and start making bows and arrows. I googled how to do it, and then I started making bows and arrows. The thing I've learned from making bows and arrows out of wood is that you find out that you fucked up at the worst possible moment, because it's at the end when you string it, and then it breaks. So, you know, fuck. But I made one, we're good. So I'm done with that. I got one going, I could shoot. And now I gotta do this. I don't know. Am I bored? I was before I started this. Is it cool? I mean, I could see myself doing other things, but I'm working out and I'm doing something mystical, and I guess I'm sharing this with all three of y'all, which is more than enough for me. Shit, if none of you were here, I'd still be doing this, so just so you guys know. But thank you. I do appreciate you stopping by. And like somehow I know that like that the pieces of wood that I have are gonna fit perfectly into this somehow. Like you kind of see, not that perfect, but it's like not too bad. It's basically behind my house. It's like a patch of woods. So I started making a trail, because I saw some kids like with dirt bikes making a little bit of a trail, so I tried to help them out, you know? I think you're building a sex shack in the woods. I don't know what that is. I'm a virgin. Anyway, so I started helping them out, and then I built these paths with these jumps, but they're too high, like they're huge. They're like monster jumps. So I'm gonna take some of the wood from them and put them in my new humble abode in the woods. You want to see something creepy? Check this shit out. Imagine walking through the woods, right? Just chilling, doing your thing, right? Chilling, blah, 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 blah. There's some deer over here. There's a fox maybe. And then you come up to a clearing. And you see that shit. It's a freaking Barbie doll hung up by a guitar string in the middle of the woods. Now, I don't know about you, but I have so much fun putting those things up. My kid didn't she didn't like Barbies, I guess. She likes these other dolls called rainbow dolls. And so the Barbie dolls, she's like, I want you to get rid of them. I'm gonna throw them out. Actually, I told her because there's too much shit. So she's like, all right. So then instead of throwing 2 of them out, I took them, and I was tuning my guitar at the time, actually, and I had 2 broken strings. And I hung them by strings and painted them all black and shit, so they look all creepy. Because I'm thinking that the person's just somebody else gonna walk through these woods, not know who I am, not know the kind of person I am. And they're gonna like see that shit and they're gonna poop in their pants. Because like, what the fuck? Normally, that's not some shit you find. So that's fun. That's my way of fucking with the public, a little bit. Yeah, like I played a game here with my daughter. Like I left her clues, and then I told her that there was a spirit of the forest that if you play her game by her rules, she'll give you a gift. And if you don't play by the rules, then you won't get a gift. Nothing bad will happen. But little did I know that there is really a spirit of the woods, and it's not all a game. Yeah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I guess I'm making like a shelter. I'll have a little moat over here. I don't know what I'm making. I really don't. I kind of just wing it. And that's like everything I do in life. Not just this. I don't really plan on anything. I do prepare and I plan, but it's like on the way there. Like if I'm on the way to the interview, I'll start rehearsing, maybe running a couple of lines. I've never been to an audition, but a lot of people that are in the business tell me I should try it. I might like it. I heard it's a lot of rejection, so I'm not really about that. But yeah, I guess I can get over it if it pays off being on the silver screen. Although, to tell you the truth, like being a movie star these days isn't what it's all hyped up to be in my mind, because I'm a 90s kid, so like movie stars are like Tom Cruise, Top Gun, Brad Pitt, like fucking Russell Crowe in The Gladiator, Mel Gibson, like that's like they don't do that anymore. When's the last fucking Braveheart came out? You know what I mean? King of Thrones. Okay, well that's not really, everything's shifting. It's shifting from media and TV to social media. And for whatever reason it's happening, it's still the same people that are controlling everything. Because if you think that media, or actually if you know that all of the media that you watch on all the news and shit is owned by 6 corporations, it boils down to 6, right? So 6 corporations run all of the media. And every now the shift is happening and everyone's going from mainstream media to YouTube, to Twitch, to whatever. If you honestly think that these multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar corporations are just going to sit there and watch it happen, you guys are ridiculous. They're going to take control over this just as much as they did as mainstream media. That's it. I mean, it's kind of a more open forum in the sense of like I could post whatever I want, but then again, there's guidelines. So once they have enough people in their pocket in YouTube, they'll be able to rewrite the guidelines to suit their needs and push their agendas. This is the same shit. It's not going to change. It maybe just give a hiccup. So I guess this is like the small window of time that we have to try to tell everybody as much as we can right away. But there's a catch-22 in that like, how am I going to tell you about accessing the invisible field of information around you that's all there at all times, that consists of your present, past, and future, and all the knowledge of all the human world, if you're not ready to hear that? Because the internet is exactly the same thing, and that's sufficient, sorry. I was saying earlier that I think the same entity that created the Akashic Records, because, like mathematics, for instance, we didn't invent mathematics. We discovered mathematics, but we didn't invent this shit. You know what I mean? We learned how to interpret it poorly, I think, but whatever. Same thing with the Akashic Records. We didn't invent them. We contributed information to them, but we didn't put it there. You know? So, like, I want you to be my echo chamber. I don't know if that's supposed to be romantic, but if it is, let's. It's a library, right, or records of every single piece of information every single human being knows. So everything that everyone knows is on the internet, and you can't say that it's not. And there's a dude that did like a post about looking up if coffee causes blindness, and it said yes. And then he said if coffee causes like better eyesight, and it said yes. But that's obviously depending on the person. But the same thing that created the internet through us. I'll tell you what, it's not artificial. It's never been artificial. If anything, we're artificial. Because we model like we invented computers. No, we discovered computers. And even if we might have invented a machine to process it better, the language, the coding language, binary code, whatever, it's an interpretation of something that's already been there. We didn't invent this thing. We learned how to interpret this through binary code, through JavaScript, through CICS, Cabal, whatever. Not Cabal, okay, there's a difference. Old programming language. But, so it's basically like, if you devise a device, all right, to communicate with dolphins, you're not going to invent that dolphins can talk. You just invented a way to interpret them talking. And by the way, I don't know if this is true. I think it is. But I heard it's illegal to communicate with dolphins. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that means either. It's illegal to communicate with dolphins. How are you going to get caught doing that? Like, actually, well, I think it probably is because you start doing things that only somebody that talks to dolphins would know how to do. Feel me?